Welcome to the Three Mouseketeers, the sibling podcast that understands your Disney addiction. I am your middle brother host, Jared.
I'm the eldest, Amanda.
And I'm the youngest sibling, Emily.
I think we want to go ahead and begin the episode with saying that Amanda and I will be at Disney in less than a week.
Yay!
I'm so jealous.
So as of recording, today is December 8th. And yeah, on Saturday we leave. So December 14th through December 22nd, we will be in Disney.
If you happen to be there, reach out and maybe we can meet up.
It'd be fun to meet some people who listen.
Definitely.
Emily, you're going to be going in January to Disneyland.
Yeah, I'm going to California for a work trip, and we're going to go to Disneyland and California Adventure, one day at each park.
Oh, very cool. So you did get a little bit of extra time then.
Yes, one extra day, but it's nothing like the 10 days y'all are going for.
Well, I mean, you just can't be as cool as we are, I guess.
Right.
So let's go ahead and get into the news segment. We have some new happenings around the park, whether it's rides, restaurants, or resorts. The first one that I want to talk about is Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. It's opening March 4th, 2020. You'll step through a movie screen and join Mickey and Minnie and friends like never before. Have you guys heard about this one?
Yes.
I have. It actually replaced the Great Movie Ride.
It's kind of bittersweet. I loved the Great Movie Ride, but I think it was time for a change. And this is the first time that Mickey and Minnie are actually making an appearance in a ride. So I think it's going to be super cool.
Yeah, I agree with you. I'm really looking forward to this. I'm kind of upset that it's not going to be there whenever we're there for this trip. But hopefully we can get there again sometime soon that we can go ahead and ride this ride. The next one I want to talk about is Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser. This will open in 2021. This is a resort. So you'll become a hero of your own adventure and an experience that surrounds you 24/7 in Star Wars storytelling. This is going to be really fun, I think.
I think so too. It is supposed to be kind of like a cruise where you go into the hotel and you stay with the same people basically for 2 days and you don't leave the hotel for 2 days. So I'm not so sure about that, but it does sound interesting.
Yeah, it's going to be like nothing that's been done before. I think it's going to be something that's super immersive and isn't like an actual hotel. And I heard they'll limit your stay. And then it's also going to come with a pretty expensive price tag.
Oh, yeah, for sure. But what this does is it lets Star Wars fans really immerse themselves into the world of Star Wars.
I kind of see this as kind of like the football camp that they do where your average people can go and pretend they're in the NFL for a weekend or whatever. Kind of like that, but for people who love Star Wars.
I kind of want to see how they're going to get people to become Jedis. Like, if they can give you short-term force powers, that would be really fun.
How are they going to do
I
that?
don't know, but I want to see it happen. That's what I'm saying.
Disney better step up their game. They have some
Yes.
high expectations.
They do.
Yeah.
It'd be real fun. Maybe, I mean, Disney has a lot of money. Maybe they can go ahead and just make something that gives people the force.
Okay.
Yeah.
Keep on dreaming.
The next one I want to talk about is Remy's Ratatouille Adventure. This should open summer of 2020 in the France Pavilion in Epcot. So this one's going to be a ride.
I'm super excited for this ride.
The ride actually takes you within the restaurant, which it looks really fun. There's a leaked photo. Well, I mean, not necessarily leaked because Disney put it out, but
Yeah, and this is Disneyland Paris actually has this exact ride. So they're basically taking the ride from Disneyland Paris and putting it here. And it has really great reviews there. People love it. So I think it's going to be really cool. And the Imagineering story, I don't know if y'all have watched that yet on Disney Plus. In the last episode, they talked about the building of it and took you like behind the scenes and stuff. And it's really cool.
Oh, very cool. Yeah, no, I still haven't watched it, and I need
That's
to.
insane.
I've been working nonstop.
Now I think there's 4 episodes, maybe even 5. So you're behind.
I am behind.
Yeah, I've watched one.
I'm behind on The Mandalorian, so that just...
I've watched half of the first episode, so...
Oh, wow.
Oh, I've watched all of them. Look at me.
Okay, so I have been working around the clock for the past 2 weeks to be able to make sure that I can go on this Disney trip. So I have not had much time to watch shows.
I understand. Maybe during Christmas you can watch it.
Yeah, maybe. I'll probably watch something on the trip whenever I'm there.
True. That would be a good one.
Or download it and you can watch it on the airplane.
That's true, too. I'll probably sleep on the airplane. I'm leaving at 7:30 in the morning, so... All right, the last one I want to talk about is the Space 220 restaurant. It's supposed to debut this winter? ? There's no real release date. I don't know if it's supposed to be winter 2019 or winter 2020. I really don't know.
I think they pushed it back to 2020. I think last I heard they were saying early 2020 when it was supposed to be winter 2019.
Yeah.
Right. And see, all of these things, except for the hotel, I feel like we're supposed to open this year and then kept getting pushed back.
Yeah,
So,
it was definitely like that with the Runaway Railway.
Yeah, because I think it got pushed back several times, actually.
Yeah.
I think it was supposed to open the end of this year, and then it was supposed to open in January because I was disappointed it was right after we were supposed to get back from our trip. And then now it's not until March.
Yeah, a lot of this stuff was supposed to be open for y'all's trip and got pushed back, so kind of a bummer.
It is a bummer.
I mean,
Just means I have to go back.
Yeah.
Imagine that. They want you to go back. So this restaurant seems pretty cool because they put you in an elevator and you're supposed to blast off from one of the, I guess the NASA launch locations in Florida. Or are you just launching from Disney specifically?
Probably from Disney.
Probably so. I really don't know the details on that, but probably
either way, it's
Disney.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's going to be cool either way, but it seems like they would be able to pull some kind of NASA collaboration in along with it, since they do have a launch pad in Florida. So,
maybe we'll see.
Question mark. I don't know, but they are going to be putting this next to Mission Space, so it's going to be the theme right there in Epcot.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and get into history.
Okay, so I have a question for both of y'all first.
This is not the trivia portion of the show. You cannot ask questions.
Just a quick one. Have y'all noticed in Disney World how close together the trash cans are? I know that's kind of a weird thing to notice, but if you're walking, you see a trash can, and then a few steps later, you see another trash can, and it's like that throughout the entire resort. Have y'all noticed that?
Conspiracy theory, I think the trash cans are alive.
Well, some of them are.
I think they're all alive.
They follow you?
Yes.
So have y'all noticed that?
I have noticed,
yes.
Okay, so there's actually a reason behind that. And the reason stems from Walt Disney himself, who, when he was building the parks, researched how many steps it would take before someone threw down their trash. So I think specifically they did this with a hot dog, and how many steps after eating it, they would just throw their trash on the ground. And he calculated 30 steps. So there is a trash can every 30 steps in Disneyland and Disney World.
So whose steps are these? Because I can tell you, like, my steps are a lot smaller than my husband's. So is it 30 husband-sized steps or
I
30
think it was
wife-sized
30
steps?
Walt Disney sized steps.
Okay, just
So husband
curious.
sized.
This is not a math podcast. I'm trying to sit here and decide, like, okay, I mean, Walt was a fairly tall guy, right? I'm not sure exactly how tall he was, but I'm trying to think of like how many steps Amanda or Emily can get in between his 30 steps.
Like 60.
I don't think it would be like double. I think it would
I'm thinking
probably
maybe
be like,
45.
yeah, like some random number, like 43.
Probably.
Very interesting. And so now that brings my mind into a whole nother area. So, Emily, would you drop something? Let's just say that you could fit 43 steps into Walt's 30 steps. Are you going to drop your trash at your 30 steps, or are you going to drop them at Walt's 30 steps?
I'm going to drop them at Walt's 30 steps because I can see a trash can up ahead and I'm a decent human being who doesn't want those street sweepers to have to sweep up my trash because I'm lazy. So I'm going to take the 43 steps and throw it. But other people, I don't know.
That's fair. All right, Amanda, what's your tip? Don't throw your trash at 43 steps. Throw them at 30. That's a good tip.
A great tip. So my tip for today, for anyone who is going to Galaxy's Edge at either Walt Disney World or Disneyland, and you buy either a lightsaber or a droid, these can be taken on airplanes as your carry-on. They are totally approved for that. You can also check them, but if you want to be careful and not
break them,
yes, your expensive new toy, then you may want to carry them on with you, which is perfectly fine. And the droids do fit underneath the seat in front of you, so you don't have to have them in the overhead compartment.
So I'm going to go ahead and give you a secondary tip on this. If you're flying Spirit, you should probably buy that in advance so you don't have to buy it at the gate because they will upcharge you for getting another personal item on the plane.
Well, not just that airline, but any of the basic economy ones where you have to pay for everything. You pay for your luggage, you pay for your carry-on, you pay for everything. You may want to take that into advisement as well.
Yeah, so if you're flying in, know that you're probably going to have an extra carry-on when you're flying back. So go ahead and buy that in advance.
I feel like that's a good rule of thumb if you're going to Disney in general.
Not necessarily.
For me, it is. Bring an extra bag because you're getting all the souvenirs.
I bring an oversized luggage, like one of the big full ones, and I only put like half full of items in there, so I have a lot of space.
Yeah, but whenever you hit that certain whatever poundage, then they're going to charge you a whole bunch more.
Oh yeah, but no, I'm saying that I pack light and I only pack it up like half full. So I'm coming in under the 50 pounds whenever I go home.
That must be nice. I'm not a light packer.
Me either.
Well, you got to learn your ways.
Well, I have to bring all my ears when I'm going to Disney.
And those are 50 pounds by themselves. So I think that's a really good tip, Amanda. I like that. Where did we end up with the Coke bottles that they were selling? They ended up being approved, right?
Correct.
Okay. Because I'm planning on going to Galaxy's Edge whenever I'm there. So,
are you getting a lightsaber?
No, I don't think I am.
I really want a droid. I think I might get a droid while we're in Disneyland.
They're so cute. I really wish they would interact with each other.
Like Furbies?
I thought that they did. I thought that was the whole thing at the beginning, that they said they were going to interact with each other and also with other droids that are like stationed in Galaxy's Edge.
They do kind of sort of seem to communicate with each other while you're in Galaxy's Edge. There's some beacon or something that they put out and it makes something sitting in the actual park make them chime, but they're not actually talking to each other.
Yeah.
So it's just the appearance that they are.
Okay.
I guess they have certain intervals of when they are supposed to start going off. I don't know.
I still want one.
Well, then get one.
I probably will. Okay, this week's segment is Disney bounding. And for those of you who don't know what Disney bounding is, as an adult, you're not allowed to dress in costumes when you go to the Disney parks. So Disney bounding has become insanely popular with people, and it is dressing inspired by your favorite character. So not in a costume, just inspired by the colors they wear, the style they wear, and it's a way to go to the park dressed like a character. This week, we're Disney bounding as Rey from Star Wars. We posted 2 options for Disney bounding as Rey on our social media, which is the number 3 Mouseketeers. For option A, we have a white dress with a brown belt with a knot at the front. We have a brown leather bracelet, some gladiator sandals,
High top sandals.
and a BB-8 purse. And I absolutely love the BB-8 purse. For option B, we have some army green pants, some brown combat boots, a simple plain white t-shirt with a vest style cardigan. And then I added a fanny pack to this one because if you look close, Rey actually has a fanny pack type item on, and a blue Rey lightsaber.
So the fanny pack isn't like a typical fanny pack. It looks like more of a low profile fanny pack.
Right. I tried to find something that kind of matched what she actually had, and I think that one's pretty good.
Yeah, I think they both came out really well. I don't know which one I would pick, honestly. Amanda, what do you think? Which one would you pick?
I personally love the look of A, and what puts it over for me is the BB-8 purse. I just think that is so adorable.
Me too. And A is also my choice. I love wearing dresses to the park. I think I said that last Disney bounding, and the BB-8 purse is so cute. And they have a backpack version too. So if you're not a purse person, you can get the backpack version.
Oh, very cool. I don't know which one I would pick, honestly. I don't know. It's a toss up for me. I'm just gonna say that. I can't make a decision. I'm sorry.
Well, we asked our Facebook followers also which ones they would pick. It was a 60-40 split with B being our winner. And I think a lot of people said that they like to wear pants at the park and would be more comfortable in that.
Yeah, I know that we did have a comment. I'm pretty sure it was from your husband, Amanda, that said he wouldn't necessarily want to carry around a lightsaber to the park. And that's a fair point. I think, Emily, you just really kind of put it in there just because it went along with the photo. I don't think you're necessarily suggesting taking a lightsaber to the park.
No, but I was thinking if you're going to Galaxy's Edge and you're going to be purchasing a lightsaber while you're there,
yeah,
and you want to carry it around while you're in Galaxy's Edge, that'd be a nice addition to the outfit.
That makes sense, yeah.
That is a very good point.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into our main topic. Our main topic is holiday happenings around the park. Who wants to start it off?
Sure, I'll start it off.
Welcome to the game show within a podcast. This is a trivia portion of the show. I have a trivia question for Amanda and Emily. We will all find out how well they know their Disney. Are you ready to play?
As ready as I'll ever be.
Sure.
You guys are already super confident. I love it.
I know. After last week, I don't know.
I feel like the last episode was a really good trivia question. So this one is actually going to be a question from Jungle Book. Who risks their own life to save Mowgli from Shere Khan?
Is this multiple choice?
You have multiple choices of anybody who is a Jungle Book character other than Mowgli.
You're not going to give us choices? You always give us choices.
You guys should know this one.
It's been a while since I've seen the Jungle Book.
Me too.
And I never did see the live action remake, which is on my watch list.
Okay, I'll give you a 50-50 shot. Is it Bagheera or is it Baloo?
Baloo.
How confident?
50%.
Very confident. Amanda, what about you?
What was the first one?
Bagheera or Baloo?
I thought it was Mugheera, so I'm going to go with Baloo.
Okay. So both of you are picking Baloo?
Yeah.
I assume? Okay. Amanda, how confident are you in that answer?
50%.
Very good. You did it again. All right. Well, you guys got it correct. It is Baloo.
I don't feel good about it, though.
I mean, it was a 50-50 shot, so.
I think next week you need to pick one that you know we're going to get so we can have a confidence boost.
Oh, but what is the fun in that?
It's fun for us.
It is.
Oh, but it's so much fun for me to sit here and watch you struggle.
I think we need to flip the tables on him next time, Em, and us come up with a trivia question and really throw him off.
I control the
for real.
cues, so you can't surprise me. So hopefully everybody at home got that answer correct. So let's go back into our main topic.
Continuing on with our holiday happenings theme, I would really like to start by talking about the gingerbread houses that are going to be found around the Walt Disney World Resort. There are 5 that I want to talk about today. The Grand Floridian is the most iconic gingerbread house. Whenever you think of gingerbread houses at Disney World, that's probably the one you picture in your mind. It is Victorian and 14 feet tall. And inside, they actually have a cookie shop. So you can go and purchase gingerbread from them. So I thought that was really cool.
Very cool.
Yeah, that's the one that I automatically think of, too, whenever I think of the Christmas gingerbread houses.
The next is also on the monorail loop, and that is the Contemporary. They have a Cinderella's Castle gingerbread, and there are lots of hidden Mickeys in it. I believe this year they have 9 that are confirmed. And they also this year have Frozen and Small World symbols throughout the gingerbread house.
That's very cool. I like the hidden Mickey portion of that. That's something that I think that, Amanda, you and I need to look for while we're there and possibly like post them to social media. Like whenever we find a hidden Mickey somewhere in the park, and it might be fun to go and see the gingerbread house and find the Mickeys.
That's true. The next is a brand new gingerbread house. This year, Wilderness Lodge will have one, and it is in the shape of a log cabin, which fits very well with the Wilderness Lodge theme.
That one's going to be cool.
Oh, yeah, that's real fun.
Have you seen pictures of it yet?
I have not, no.
I haven't either, but I'm going to as soon as we finish recording.
It looks really neat, and I'm excited to see that one. I think I'm going to have to go and see all 5 of these whenever we're there.
You should.
The next is at the Beach Club, and this one is really cool. I've seen it once, but they do different themes for it every year. It is a carousel, and this year's theme is Peter Pan, and this happens to be the 20th anniversary of this particular gingerbread.
Wow. It's been up for 20 years?
I bet it's stale.
I bet so.
Ha ha ha.
We did it. We made jokes.
Boardwalk Resort is the last gingerbread house that I'd like to talk about. They actually have a boardwalk made out of gingerbread. So they have the individual shops that's kind of like a replica of the boardwalk there at Disney World. So they have an ESPN store, and I'm probably going to butcher this name. I believe it's pronounced Trattoria Al Forno,
I don't know.
the
That sounds
restaurant
right.
there on the boardwalk.
Sounds right to me, sure.
So I think that one would be really cool to see as well.
The people who design these gingerbread houses are insanely talented.
I agree.
I made a gingerbread house, and it looks amazing. I bet I could compete.
I've seen the gingerbread house that you made, and you cannot compete.
I bet I can, though. Hire me, Disney.
Okay.
I had gummy bears and everything. Well, I guess that means it's my turn. I'm going to talk about the Very Merry Christmas Party. So we went to the Very Merry Christmas Party whenever we went 2 years ago, and it was extremely fun. This is a special ticketed event, obviously. For people who don't know, you have to buy separate tickets to get into the party. There are probably, if it's not completely sold out at this point, there's probably not a lot of tickets left. I saw something that was posted earlier, like late last month, saying that there were only about 6 days left available.
Wow.
So, I mean, if you're planning on going and you're listening to this and you haven't bought your tickets yet, go ahead and look to see if they're still available, but I don't know if they will be or not. And the event runs until the 22nd of December.
It
That
only
weird
goes till the 22nd of December?
Yeah.
Why does it stop so far before Christmas? So many
Well,
days
Christmas is
before
only a
Christmas.
few days after that. And they don't want to close Magic Kingdom on the 24th or the 25th when they're going to max out capacity.
I guess
for the
that's
park.
true. I just think because the Halloween party goes like after Halloween, I assume the Christmas party would also go after Christmas, but
I would think so too, but
But that's also their busiest time of year, is the
True.
week between Christmas and New Year's. So to add a party in there when there's so many people there already would be tough, because
yeah,
where are you
that's a
going to put all the
valid
people?
point. I hadn't thought about it like that.
there are obviously a lot of things to do within the Very Merry Christmas Party. And here are some of the things that I'm excited about. Again, we're not going this year, but this is going to be some of the happenings within the party itself. So obviously there's the Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas Time parade that goes down Main Street and it's all lit up and everything.
I think that's the one where Santa's in the parade as well. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was so much fun whenever we went to it last time. We stayed for the later one, which I recommend doing because it's way less crowded. We had a front row seat, and the entertainers, while you're waiting on the parade, come by and they're like getting people to dance and like throwing beach balls to you and like things like that. And it's so much fun.
And I do want to remind everybody about the tip that I gave you. Bring your police construction tape and be like, no, this is roped off. You can't enter this portion.
Don't do that, people.
That way you can get like front and center. So you're welcome. Obviously, there's the character meet and greets around the park. There are some really fun ones this year. There's the Sally and Jack. There's Moana. There's Tweedledee and Tweedledum. Scrooge and Donald would be really fun. Minnie and Daisy. There are a lot of characters, obviously, within the park that you can do a meet and greet at the party.
I think I kind of wish we were going, because Moana is my little girl's favorite Disney princess, she told me. And there's nowhere to meet her unless you go to one of these parties right now.
Yeah. So I did watch a YouTube video about some of the meet and greets, and the guy said that he went. I don't know when he went, but he said that like at 11:50 he walked into the Moana line and just like within 10 minutes was there in the front of the line. So he suggested like waiting until the very last moment to go and meet one of your favorite characters.
Yeah, I
Good
know
tip, too.
it gets really crowded during the like main part of the party.
Yeah. And if I could remember the guy's name, I would plug it in here. I really can't remember the guy's YouTube channel, and I feel bad. I would like to credit him. Maybe I'll post the video or something on our social media so everybody else can see it. Something else that's happening during the Christmas party is Tomorrowland Speedway has an overlay, and it's lit up and it has a lot of lights as you're riding the ride. You see these different displays and stuff. I am not going to go on this because, as we all know, this is my least favorite ride of the park.
Yeah,
It is cool.
It's one of my least favorite rides, but I think seeing the lights at night would actually make it maybe worth doing.
I don't know. I mean, if it's short enough of a line, maybe.
Yeah.
But, I mean, if I'm not walking on, then I have no interest.
But I bet your daughter would love it.
Yeah, but she can go ride it with somebody else. I love my daughter, but not Tomorrowland Speedway enough.
Wow.
You better take that back.
Hot takes. No, obviously I would ride it if she really wanted me to ride it with her. So one of the things that I am always excited about is the snow on Main Street. It provides so much of an atmosphere for Main Street, and it's super fun.
I agree.
It's so magical.
I kind of wish they did this all throughout the holiday season and not just at the Christmas party.
Yeah, I kind of agree. But I think that they want to have something special.
Yeah.
So that's fine. But to wrap up the party, there is now Minnie's Wonderful Christmas Time Fireworks. And they actually did a live stream of the first showing. Did you guys watch it?
I did.
Emily, did you watch it?
I will admit that I have not.
What?
It was a really good show. I watched it.
It's hard for me to watch things like that because then I just spend all my time crying and wishing I was at Disney.
But it gives you a sense of being at Disney, so you should watch it.
I'll try.
But they have obviously they have the fireworks, right? It's a new show that they're doing this year, and they have the projection that is on the castle, and obviously that is new, and Minnie is the showrunner, I guess. She is the presenter of the show.
It was very cute. I really liked it.
I like the idea of it.
You should go and watch it, really, because I absolutely love this. I watched this with my daughter when we were getting ready for bed, and I realized, oh, wait, it's about to start. So I delayed her bedtime so that we could watch this together. And she enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. It's a great show.
It really is.
Next, I'm going to talk about something for people to do on non-park days, and that is the Disney Springs Tree Trail. So it's open 11 a.m. to 11 p.m., and it's open 7 days a week. So you can go a wide range of times, but I actually recommend going at night because that's whenever it's all lit up. And each tree on the tree trail has a completely different theme. This is ranging from Disney movies, classic characters, and even rides. And so the whole thing is that you start at the beginning and you go through an actual trail of all these amazingly decorated Christmas trees. And my favorite that I've seen is the villains tree. So it's all of the Disney villains, and it looks super cool.
I want to see that now.
Yeah, it's really cool. And it's something to do if, you're taking a break from the parks, or even like if you're an Orlando resident or live around there and you just want like a fun date night or something to take your kids to do. This is a really cool thing that you don't need park admission to go to. And it gets you in the Christmas spirit. But also something that I thought was really cool is that all of the trees have these special lantern ornaments on them that are themed. So like the Little Mermaid tree had a lantern ornament that was Little Mermaid theme. And you can actually purchase these ornaments if you find one that you absolutely love. And you could even purchase one from each tree if you wanted to. So I thought that was neat. And you can like take home a memory from that with you that you can keep for years and years. There's also snacks along the trail. So there's snack booths, and they're all, of course, Christmas themed, hot chocolate, eggnog, things like that. And the most exciting thing, I think, if you have kids, is that you can meet Santa at Disney Springs in the tree trail.
Do you have to have kids to meet Santa?
Probably not.
Could I
Just
dress
curious.
as Santa and go meet Santa?
Probably not.
not.
You could Disney bound as Santa and go meet Santa.
Oh, very interesting. I think I do want to do a Disney bounding for Santa.
That would be great.
I mean, I've got the beard already, so.
You just need to color it white.
Yeah.
We are definitely doing the Christmas tree trail when we go to Disney World.
I think y'all definitely should. I've been hearing really great things about it, and it seems like something really kind of relaxing, not as go, go, go as being in the park. So y'all should do that on one of your days where you're not at the park in the evening.
I agree. And you mentioned one of your favorite trees. The one I thought was really cute was the Haunted Mansion tree.
Yes, that one is really cute too.
I really like the palm tree.
That wasn't part of it.
I just wanted to feel included.
Yeah.
All right, now on to Epcot. At Epcot, they have the Festival of the Holidays cookie stroll. Have either of you heard of this?
Yes.
I have.
I honestly had never heard of it until a couple of months ago, and I was like, oh, that sounds really cool. Basically, you can get a passport, and then you go and purchase 5 cookies. And each time you purchase a cookie, you get a stamp in your passport. And at the end, you get a free completer cookie. So along the trail, or the stroll, as they say, you can get a black and white cookie, a chocolate crinkle cookie, a pinwheel, a gingerbread cookie, and a Linzer cookie that has raspberry filling. And then the completer cookie is a Mickey Santa.
Yeah, one of the Disney YouTubers that I watched did the cookie stroll. Is that what it's called? Cookie stroll? And he enjoyed it, but at the end, I think he was feeling a little sick. And that would be my thoughts on it too. Like, how many cookies can one person eat? I mean,
well, we're going for 10 days, so I'm assuming you don't have to purchase them all in the same day.
That is true. If you could do it like that, that would make more sense.
So I think I may try it. And it says that the cookies are like $2 a piece. So that's not too bad. I mean, $10 and you get 6 cookies. It's cheaper than getting a cookie at Starbucks.
True. The completer cookie that you get is really cute. I've seen pictures of it and stuff.
It is.
Y'all should take pictures if y'all do that.
And I believe they also have a cookie jar that you can purchase that's themed around this, which would be cool too.
For all you cookie jar collectors.
I have one more thing about Epcot that I found today, actually, when I was doing research that I thought was really cool. There is a Chip and Dale Christmas tree spree. Have you heard of this one?
No.
Yes. See, I didn't know of this either. Basically, you buy a map, and it's about $7, and then you do a scavenger hunt to find Chip and Dale gathering ornaments throughout World Showcase.
Oh, that's kind of like what they do during Food and Wine with the Remy scavenger hunt.
Right.
That's cool.
Very cool.
And then at the end, you can turn it in and you can get a prize. And this year, the prize is an ornament.
Nice.
That's a lot of fun.
So I think that would be fun. We should try this too while we're there. And you get a cool souvenir out of it.
That sounds awesome. I like scavenger hunts.
Me too. I think that'd be a lot of fun, especially for your daughter. She's like at the perfect age for it.
Yeah, she is the perfect age. Next, I want to talk about the Sunset Season Greetings. This is within Hollywood Studios, and it is the nighttime entertainment event that only requires a valid park admission. So you don't have to buy like a special ticketed event. So this is at sunset, and it is a laser and projection show, and it covers the whole Tower of Terror ride with a projection display. And it's really fun. We saw this 2 years ago when we were there. Amanda, did you see it? I don't remember if you were there or not.
I saw pieces of it, but I didn't sit and watch the whole thing. I didn't really realize that that was a thing at the time. And so I didn't really pay attention to it, unfortunately.
Oh, terrible. I watched
I know.
a whole lot of it, and it's super fun. Emily, have you seen this?
No, kind of same as Amanda. I saw parts of it, but we went and saw Jingle Bell Jingle Bam while we were there. And then by the time that was done with, I feel like we were kind of done with the shows, but I really wish that we would have watched it.
Yeah. I mean, it's not something that you have to stand there and watch for,
Yeah.
like 30 minutes or anything. It's in a continuous loop, but it's a really fun event to, get you kind of in the spirit. And Tower of Terror is obviously my favorite ride. If you listen to the show, you listen to our best and worst rides. This is the number one on my list. So of course I was there. One of the things that is also done within the same time is they have the falling snow, and snow is in quotes, like air quotes, because it's not really snow. Obviously, it's the same snow that they have for the main street in Magic Kingdom.
It's
See,
so
if
cool.
they could do it at Hollywood Studios every night, then they could do it at Magic Kingdom every night. Just saying.
Well, I mean, this is just on Sunset Boulevard that they have the snow, so it's not a very long.
What's the difference between just doing it on Sunset Boulevard and doing it just on Main Street?
I mean, Main Street's a little bit longer, right?
I haven't measured.
It's more than 30 steps.
It is.
I guess, so, I mean, kind of to end off my piece of this segment, this event is now through January 5th. So you have some time, and you don't have to buy an extra ticket. So if you're in Hollywood Studios at night, definitely stop by and watch it.
Good call. And it runs, do you know about how long in between shows? Is it like 8 minutes? I think.
I'm not
like
sure.
That.
I'm not sure on the time frame.
Okay.
Okay, to finish off our holiday happenings, I'm going to talk about some of the things that are happening at Animal Kingdom this season. And Animal Kingdom has really stepped up their game this time of the year for 2019. And pretty much the whole park is decorated. Like sometimes you see where only the front of the parks are decorated, but this year it's pretty much throughout the entire thing, which is really cool. So one of the new things that they have this year are these life-size artisan sculpted puppets, and they're all winter animals. So they have like penguins, polar bears, foxes, seals, and they're all controlled by people. Of course, they're puppets, but they're out walking around in Discovery Island. And I've been seeing pictures of them. I don't know if either of you have seen them, but they look amazing. They're so beautiful and intricate and very cool. Have y'all seen them at all?
I
haven't.
Well, y'all are going to get to see them in person while you're there. They're in Discovery Island, and they're really neat. So one of the other things that I think is really cool about Animal Kingdom is their embracing of other Christmas or holiday cultures around the world. And one of those is in Asia, they have a Diwali celebration. And so they have, if y'all don't know what Diwali is, it's India's festival of lights. And they have holiday lights streamed throughout Asia, and glowing flowers and lanterns that are strung up, and also some like Bollywood inspired dancing and things like that. So I think that that's really neat to have something that's different from the Western Christmas and holiday traditions.
Yeah, I love that they added some diversity into the mix.
Me
Yeah.
too.
And I know in Africa, in Animal Kingdom, they also have more African inspired decorations. And of course, it's like a mix of like Western and African, but it's still really cool to have some things that are a little bit different.
Yeah, I agree with that. Mostly because not everybody is a Christian and not everybody celebrates Christmas. But Christmas is a big thing in Disney. So I'm glad that they bring some diversity, even if it's just a little bit and not overblown. For the people who don't celebrate Christmas but do want to go and see some decorations. I mean, people do enjoy some of the decorations without being, somebody who celebrates Christmas. So,
Right. Also in Dino Land, there are special meet and greet characters that are all dressed in holiday attire. And it's really cool. You can meet Scrooge McDuck. You can meet Launchpad McQuack. You can meet Daisy Duck. And Daisy Duck's meet and greet, it's like she decorated it herself. And so, of course, it's all pink and super girly. And there's pink Christmas trees. And it's really cute.
Oh, definitely go in there.
Yeah, it's really cute. Y'all should. And then Chip and Dale are dressed in Christmas dino onesies. So that would be a fun meet and greet too.
You're right. I've got to go all of those, actually.
Yeah.
They all sound like fun.
Yeah, Dino Land has some really good meet and greets. So if you're looking to meet some cool characters, and especially ones that are not out all the time, Dino Land is the place to go. And last of all the Animal Kingdom holiday happenings is the Tree of Life Awakening. They're actually doing new wintry tales, and they say it is filled with heartwarming music. And I got that from Disney's website, so I'm not sure if that means like Christmas music, but it says heartwarming music and wintry tales projected onto the Tree of Life. So I think that would be neat too. And that's another one that you don't have to stand there and watch for like 30 minutes. You can just kind of view it in passing or stand for like maybe 5 minutes and watch it, but it's not like a long commitment.
Yeah.
So I think Animal Kingdom is definitely worth checking out this time of year, especially this year since they've added so much.
Yeah, those sound like fun.
I'm sure we'll probably do a lot of that. Well, let's go ahead and get into mousekeeping. We do have another 5-star review. This one comes from P. Nikki in November of this year. Great podcast. Love listening to the three of you and getting some great tips that this Disney World fanatic has never heard before. So good job, Amanda. That's my little insert. Well planned and organized with a lot of interesting trivia. Thank you so much. I'm glad you really like the trivia. That's my bread and butter. The ghost stories were fascinating. I love the thought of Walt is still walking around, seeing all that his dream has become. So he's walking around, 30 steps, drops some trash, and there you go. So thank you, P. Nikki, for your 5-star review.
Yes, thank you.
Definitely. Thank you.
Chances are, if you're listening to a Disney podcast, then you want to make a trip to Disney. If that's the case, contact me and I will plan the perfect Disney vacation for you and your family. You can follow me on Facebook at Amanda Hollis, Capture the Magic Vacations.
I highly suggest it. Amanda is an amazing planner when it comes to Disney. Like, she comes up with ideas that I would have never thought of.
Yeah, everyone should contact Amanda for sure. I agree.
So other than that, I actually have some other podcasts that I do. I have Hi Hungry, I'm Dad, The Mundane and the Arcane, and I also run a podcast network called Forge Audio. You can find my shows and all the Forge Audio shows on forgeaudio.net.
While Amanda and Jared are on their Disney trip, they're going to be releasing mini episodes about their vacation for you to enjoy.
Thanks for listening. You can also be a part of the magic by following the show at T3M Podcast on all social media platforms. That's at T3M Podcast. leave us a 5-star written review and we'll read it on an upcoming episode. If you have an announcement that you would like to make on the show or just want to reach out to us, send us an email at t3mpodcast@gmail.com.
Have a zippity-doo-dah-day.
See you real soon.
Dang, you're chugging that.
I know, I'm thirsty, boys.
Are you more than one boy?
Maybe.
Okay.
I pull off my trench coat and I'm 3 little boys.
Oh my God.